Hello, and welcome back to the EDC Squirrel. What I've got here today are 5 of my current favorite knives that I like to carry on a daily rotation. Now, I've restricted these knives to being between $50 and $100 on Amazon at the time of the creation of this video. Also, because I live in a state where blade length is restricted, all these knives also have blade lengths of under 3 inches long. Now, to start off, the first knife on this list, and this list is in no particular order, is the Cevivi Elementum 2. Now, this Cevivi Elementum 2 comes with a 2.96-inch Nitro V steel blade with a G10 handle and also is a button lock. You have a rear flipper for deployment, or you can use the button lock as well. The knife also has a non-ambidextrous pocket clip, which in this case, I did update this one with Cevivi's titanium pocket clip. So it's going to look a little different from what they normally have. Now, with its normal pocket clip, this one is currently running on Amazon at the time of this video for $65. The Elementum has always been one of Cevivi's flagship models, and with good reason. It's got a great drop point blade, and the Nitro V is one of my favorite steels for knives that are in this price range, and it's just very comfortable to handle. You got a nice choil there for detailed cutting. Their button locks, which is a plunge lock, are very secure, and I feel they have some of the best button locks in the budget realm of pocket knives. Definitely one of my favorite knives. I own a number of Elementums, and this is the one that I tend to carry on a regular basis. And with even all the cutting that I've done with it so far, I don't really have any blemishes on the blade, or what blemishes that I have had show up have been pretty easy to wipe off. The next blade on this list is also from Cevivi, and this is the Cubit. I hope I'm saying this right. Now, the Cubit has a 2.98-inch blade, and this comes with 14C28N steel, which is probably my favorite steel for knives of this price point. This one has aluminum scales, is also a button lock. This one came with a regular stainless steel pocket clip. I've upgraded with Cevivi's titanium pocket clip. Again, the button lock is nice and solid. And you've got thumb studs for deployment. I really love the shape of this blade, this drop point blade. It's really, really slicey. You've got a nice choil to get up nice and close, get detailed work done. Good amount of jimping on the back of the blade. And it's surprisingly light. It actually feels and looks bigger than it than it really is, even with a just under 3-inch blade. And I do love the 14C28N steel. You can get a really good edge on that. Really easy to sharpen, really smooth blade movement, and you also get a bottle opener. So in a way, this is kind of a multi-tool, sort of, kind of, maybe. Again, that is the Cevivi Cubit. On Amazon at the time of this video is just under $67. The next knife on this list is made by Kaiser. Now, the Kaiser Drop Bear comes with a 2.98-inch Nitro V steel blade. Again, one of my favorite steels for this price point. This particular model has PEI scales, full steel lining, crossbar lock, and thumb studs for deployment. The pocket clip is reversible, and this is a favorite of mine because of just how smooth this blade deploys. Very smooth, Very quick. I like the fact that you can also see through, at least on this model, and I think there's a couple other models where you can see through the scales and you can see your springs there. And they do come, almost every Kaiser that I've had comes with extra parts, whether they be screws, extra springs, or both. And the great thing about the drop bear is you can also adjust the strength of the springs. They have little holes. It's kind of hard to see with this camera. I don't know if it'll be easier to see on another one on the other side, but they have smaller holes, so you can move the spring position up and down the holes that are inside and adjust the spring tension. So in this case, I think this is how it came for me from the factory. And I think it's on the highest tension, which I happen to like, or you can move it down and lessen the tension a little bit if you like slightly less tension. It's a drop point blade, and again, nice and smooth action. I absolutely love this knife. And I've gotten compliments on this one on the occasions where I do carry it. Again, that is the Kaiser Drop Bear. Current price on Amazon at the time of this video is $79. The next one on this list, also from Kaiser, is the Kaiser Bulldog. Now, the Kaiser Bulldog comes with a 3-inch Nitro V steel blade. And in this particular model, comes with Kurudi, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, Kurudi wood scales. You also have full steel liners. You have a steel backliner. And you also have a reversible pocket clip. Now in this model, this is a crossbar lock with thumb studs for deployment. And the blade has a sheep's foot profile. Now this is a really neat blade. I love the feel of the wood handles. They're not slick. They're actually, even though they are smooth, they're actually very grippy. And you can choke up on that blade really close with a very generous choil for detailed cutting. I get a good full grip on it. And you've got jimping on the back of the blade in various areas. You got jimping on the back here, and you even have some on the front right here, as well as within the choil itself. So you've got a good amount of grip on different areas for detailed cutting. The wood is nice and light. It doesn't feel very heavy at all, even though it looks like it might be a heavy blade. Very comfortable in the hand. And also another one that I tend to get compliments on when I carry. Again, that is the Kaiser Bulldog. For the Kaiser Bulldog, this one's currently on Amazon at the time of this video for $65.78. So it's just under $66. Now, the last one on this list, again, in no particular order, is the CJRB Maximal. Now, the Maximal comes with a 2.95-inch AR RPM 9 steel, which is their proprietary steel. It does have G10 handles, or G10 scales, with full steel liners. It is a crossbar lock, and the pocket clip is also reversible. We've got a drop point blade and really good smooth movement on the pivot. Really comfortable handle. I get a good full grip. It's easy to sharpen, and it's so far with every CJRB knife that I've had does what I've needed it to do. A lot of times, if it did need any sharpening, some quick work on a strop, and I'm back on track. A very light knife. Very easy to deploy with the thumb studs. Now, the CJRB Maximal is currently on Amazon for just under $67. Now, I do have an honorable mention, and the reason why I have this one is because I tend to carry this in conjunction with other knives that I have on my daily rotation. So more often than not, even though I'm carrying one of these 5 knives that I've mentioned earlier, I'm also carrying this. This is the Kaiser Parakeet. Now, the Kaiser Parakeet comes with a 2.46-inch Nitro V blade. It has a thumb hole to actuate the blade, as well as a button lock. Actually, they call this their top liner lock. And it's not your traditional button lock with a plunger, but it, in fact, it is a liner lock, which is placed a little further back. And then you use the button to release the blade. I don't know if you can see the liner back there. There, it's a little bit easier to see there. But then by pressing the blade, that releases it, just like any normal liner lock, except the beauty of this one is you don't have to move your thumb in front of the closing blade. And like I said, the awesome part about this one is the fact that I can carry this in the 5th pocket or the watch pocket of my jeans as I'm carrying any of these other knives. And as you can see here, it tucks in rather nicely into that 5th pocket. And then say I'm carrying this. There you go. So a lot of times when I'm carrying one of these, I've got this tucked in here. And this model on Amazon currently runs just under $57 at the time of this video. But I do love this little knife. And it's great because it's under 2.5 inches. If you live in an area where they even have a tighter restriction on the blade length, this will usually get you by. These were my top 5 knives currently in my daily rotation. A nice little honorable mention. For those wanting to check these out on Amazon, I will have affiliate links down below in the description. So if you use those links to purchase, it'll help me get out more content for you guys in the future. If you liked what you saw, please drop a like down below. And if you haven't yet, hit subscribe and the notification bell, and you'll get notified as soon as a new video drops. Thanks again for watching, and hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.